Let's see if we can make up for it. And what is going on, guys? My name is Vecmen, and we are back with a brand new reaction. Now, not one that I plan to make. Currently 1 in the morning on Saturday, March 22nd. Kanye dropped about an hour ago, Bully. V1, I don't know if that means he's going to continue to put out new versions of the album with different songs that aren't on this cut. I honestly have no clue. Currently, the only way to hear the album is through this video format. I think actually it came out a couple of days ago. On Twitter, he had posted some links with some hyperlinks to go click on it on file streaming services, stuff like that. But yeah, here we are. It's finally on YouTube. Interestingly enough, I think he actually made a post a couple days ago, if not today, just talking about releasing it on DSPs and stuff like Spotify, Apple Music. And in that he basically said oh yeah, it's cool, but something else. But it's weird because I know literally a couple months ago, if not a year ago, he was taking the stance of releasing his own music on his own platforms and not doing DSPs and just selling straight to consumers a digital album. I don't know, I really don't. But either way, the album is here. Obviously, you cannot ignore the elephant in the room with Kanye recently. He has been on a very, very slippery slope of statements and other just absolutely insane things, and just mostly statements, thank God, but other things, other creations, we'll say. Here we are. I mean, the album came out really with no heads up, nothing. He posted it a couple different times on the file service, and then now here it is on YouTube. I'm very interested to see what we're actually getting here, because from what I can tell, thankfully to, the comments, there's only about 9 tracks on the album, and it's only about 20 minutes long, and then it just loops until this video ends for 45 minutes. So I honestly don't know. We're gonna listen through, and I'm gonna try to give my concise thoughts on it, but just obviously we cannot ignore the Kanye stuff recently. I made a whole video about it. You should go check it out. Just called "We Need to Talk About Ye." Yeah, I gave my thoughts there about what I think about Kanye in his current state. Also very interesting to see that he uploaded the album as Kanye West Bully V1. Even though he's hard on the whole Ye name, he still uploaded it as Kanye. So I don't know, but let's jump right into it. We've got Bully V1. Track number 1, we have got Preacher Man. I believe that he has teased this on Instagram, and it did get quite a bit of hype. I actually did enjoy the instrumental for it myself, but let's jump on in. We've got Bully, track 1, Preacher Man. Let's go. I have no clue what that says, and I'm scared to know. Turn this up in the headphones. The one cool thing though about Kanye putting out stuff by himself, especially directly through YouTube and things like that, is any sample flies, whether or not they would want that to happen, the people who own those samples right now. But
break in, they ain't let us in. We pass on the settlements. This path I don't recommend. We pass what they expected, man. When it's dark, you don't know where you go. Need a light bearer to lead you home. I go where they never can. I float, I don't never land.
I'm very happy to see the song has not been changed to be made super anti-Semitic.
Light 'em up, beat me up. The only goat, the G and swim. They switching sides, I seen it coming. She hates sports unless she watching from the floor seats. I hate that God didn't make a couple more of me. And all my haters in the chords at the core knee. They imitate the sound, call it forgery. What we doing is more importantly, a convenient one.
That instrumental's fucking beautiful. Can't deny that. That bass is fucking I have no clue what this video has to deal with the music, but I'm sure there's some message behind it. It's a Kanye message, so I don't know. Hey. Ooh. I gotta pause in between the tracks because I remember vaguely when the timestamps are. Okay. Preacher Man. Opening track again. It was hyped up on Instagram. I think it was the first real track that was teased from Bully. As far as during its creation process and the sound that it had going behind it. pretty good track. I mean, overall, nothing crazy happening on it. I will say, just off rip, clearly this album it's gonna sound a lot, at least vocally and like general like vocal sound wise, like Vultures, but with no Ty Dolla $ign. Matter of fact, I don't know if there's any features on this album. I would bet every dollar to my name that there is not a feature on this album. I'm gonna presume not. I don't see anybody going out of their way to work with Kanye right now, or even wanting to be on a Kanye album, even if they had an old feature that he wanted to use, whatever. But yeah, still a great sonically sounding track. Again, the instrumental sounds fucking phenomenal. That bass sounds great. It's very toned down and very chill. Lets Kanye just kind of do that slow Vultures style rap that was kind of on like those like slower like Vultures tracks, where he would just kind of rap freely. It almost is like a cappella kind of, but like in like the freedom that he has while just rapping and flowing, kind of just with no need to really think about like a guideline or like a beat that he's sticking to. Most of the actual like shine in his vocals comes from like the melody, where he's kind of just going along with the general key. But yeah, I mean, sounds great. Still very nice little track. We gotta give him 10 out of 10, right? Hey, clap it up for Kanye. He didn't say anything fucking out of pocket on that track. And if there is, I forget what the song is called, but I know he teased one the other day, and I recorded it before he deleted it because it was so out of pocket, and I figured that he would probably delete it, and I think he did. There was one, I can't remember what it was, and I can't say the lyrics because it was fucking really fucked up for the little bit that I remember. But yeah, I don't know. Like, all I'm hoping for, right? Even if what I hope for happens with this album, we cannot ignore what has happened in recent time. Like, this album could be completely empty of any lyric regarding, Jewish people or anything like to do with race or anything to do with, the music industry or the people that are supposedly turning on him and all this shit. But at the end of the day, it's all been said. It's all out there. And this would just seem so weird if he put out the album and didn't say anything about it. But it'd also be stupid as fuck if he put out the album and he does say something about it. So there's no winning. There's absolutely no winning if you're Kanye. Especially also if you're the listener. There's no winning. There's no avoiding it. So let's keep it going. We're going into track number 2. I believe this is Beauty and the Beast. I'm going all off of shout out Kings YK. This motherfucker was on it. We're going to track number 2. We've got Beauty and the Beast. Let's go.
It's been a long time coming.
Alright,
Fresh new tires, I'm still running.
I've heard the teaser for this one.
It's a few things I'm overcoming. When the check still clear, still think about it every night and day to try to stay away to keep my heart in tough. Don't take this disrespect. I'm sitting here trying to redirect the affector. It's been a long time coming.
Might be a dumb question, but is that one of his kids? Just generally wondering. I have no clue. I really don't keep that much attention to his like personal life like that. I don't really give a fuck. Other than obviously, when he was with like the Kardashians, because that's just social shit in America. You're not getting away from that fucking family. But yeah, is that one of his kids? I'd be really interested to know actually.
Fresh new tires, I'm still running. It's a few things I'm overcoming. When the check still clear, still think about it every night and day to try to stay away to keep my heart in tough. Don't take this disrespect back to.
The fuck? I gotta remember when the next track plays. Oh, okay, plays fairly soon. It's a short track. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, another short track. I mean, shorter than the Preacher Man for sure. But still, cool little track. Nothing crazy. Again, nothing out of pocket. We gotta clap it up for Kanye. Clap it up for Kanye. Right? He's keeping himself contained so far. Don't know what's coming on with the rest of the album, but another track he had previewed, I believe, on Instagram and on Twitter and just social media in general. But yeah, nice little track. Nothing crazy. Nothing over the top. Again, a lot of it feels like. Feels very Vultures sounded and influenced. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because while I don't necessarily hate Vultures, I'm not, the biggest fan. I don't think anybody's the biggest fan of Vultures as a whole, especially Vultures 2. And I know that, I think it was Ty Dolla $ign recently re-announced Vultures 3, but then now Kanye seems to have kind of turned against Ty Dolla $ign, thinking that Ty Dolla $ign's turned against him. I don't know, we're probably never going to give Ultras 3, and if we do, it'll be without one of the others' permission to release it. So, who knows how long that'll be up on DSPs. Anyways, but yeah, just another nice little track. Again, like I had said before, just Kanye kind of flowing over a nice chopped sample, and he's really just shining, kind of singing. Singing seems to really be more the vibe so far of the record. It's not super rap influenced, it's not super punchline or anything like that. It's not like Donda in a way, or it's not like Donda, sorry, but it's very much more vocal and melodic than a lot of the other shit, right? Because Kanye has done melody. Kanye's done melodies before a lot, and he's done a lot of singing before. I mean, shit, 808s for an example. But this feels very somber, very alone, very unpolished, very depressing in a way. I think that's how I would word it. This feels like a look into like the mental of Kanye. And it's just very empty, very sad, kind of a shell, like an empty, hollow shell of what was once fantastic and filled with emotion and excitement and just ready to shine with ideas. And this feels like a somber, slow, cold, dark sound so far from the melody. But let's keep it going again. That could totally change, and he might pick up the pace. So we're gonna see. Going into track number 3, we've got "Close to You" / "White Lines." Let's go. Is that a sample?
Everything. Yeah, I tell the truth about everything. Sometimes I just don't wanna feel attitudes, bitter pills.
I don't know if that's like vocoder on like the vocals, but that sounds sick.
Well, I said it once, I say it again. And that is birds certainly appear every time that you're there. They long to be close to you. Create a dream come true. So they sprinkle this in your head.
Alright, can I get some instrumental?
And that is why.
I don't know, it was playing in the next track. Okay. I did not collect that. Okay. Yeah, weird. Weird fucking song. Very weird. Cool, again, very slow. It's continuing, like I said, singing. This feels like a weird, almost sequel to 808s, kind of. I'm not saying that it's as good as 808s. She's calm the fuck down. I did not say that. I'm just saying that it feels in the same vein, in the same inspiration, the same tone, and the same, I guess just kind of basis as 808s is built on. Again, still very melodic, very weird, very experimental with some of the things that's happening here. Not necessarily to like a crazy like degree, but just obviously just general weird Kanye-isms that he's trying, which I can respect. So, yeah, I cool song, I guess. Like I don't really know how to feel about that one. Let's keep it going. We're going to track number 4. We've got "Last Breath." Let's go.
Bésame, mamá, como tú sabes, déjame, mamá, como te gusta a ti, bésame, mamá.
The Spanish sample, I think.
Te doy hasta mi último. Take my last breath, oh, might be hiding. Yo te di mi todo, sin problema.
Are we getting Spanish Kanye? This is not what the fuck I expected. Alright, let's keep it going. I don't know where those horns are from, but those sound great.
del porno, no te olvides que yo te di todo. Cosas estás en el rojo, te había pasado. Todas las noches que lloras, que estás.
Has there been a single drum on this whole album? The fuck was that?
Sin problemas, noche tras noche alegando. Por esto se acabó, has ganado.
Hold on. He has found the drums, chat. Hold up.
But you'll never control me. Just me, mama, like you know me.
Sample's cool. I've got to check when this song ends though, just so I know. 10:28. Okay. All right, literally in like a couple seconds. Cool. I just need to know. That dude's going through it on the go. Spanish Kanye. Not expected. But sounded good. Surprisingly good. I can't tell you what the lyrics said. I took Spanish and I should not have passed the first year, and then I failed the second one hard. So, don't know what he said there. I heard E, which means and. He's cooking. Watch me not even have clocked that correctly. I don't know, man. But yeah, again, he picked it up. It had a different sound, a little bit more happy, a little bit more upbeat. There has been no real drums on this album, though, as far as I'm aware, as far as I can remember so far, other than those hand drums, like bongos or whatever that was. There's been no real drums on this whole record. And I'm waiting for something to kind of pick up, something to give it a little bit more life. Because so far, again, it's all been melody, it's all been singing. Like, is anything gonna happen? Like, anything huge, anything crazy, is anything big gonna pop out? Or is it just gonna continue? Because I'm cool with it continuing. He can definitely do things cool with this sound and with this way, especially the amount of samples that I'm hearing and the way that he's using samples. They sound so much more raw and so much more just untouched than normal like Kanye. But let's continue going. Let's see where it goes. I believe we are on track number 5. We have got the title track, Bully. Let's go. That bass. Those sounds. That bass with whatever that else is happening in the background, some Quentin Tarantino shit. Is he serotonin?
Dark outside, dopamine deprived, never satisfied, unless you by my side. 15,000 lunch, 20 bottles drunk, fully compromised, make the crewmate cry, go let's make the child. Serotonin, serotonin, where you hiding, where you going, need that serotonin.
I see when this one ends. Okay, literally in 10 seconds. Another very, I mean, the whole album's very short. From what I know, it's like 20 minutes long. But another short, cool little track. Again, no drums. Where are the drums? Was like, did you not have an MPC? You can put drums in on piano rolls. You can do anything. Kanye, it's your world, it's your oyster. But man, you gotta please some drums. I'm begging for some drums. But again, that song, the way that bass was hitting, I don't know if that's a sample from something or what it is. If that was live, if that was a replay of a sample, it sounds so Quentin Tarantino-esque. That boom, 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 and like that just sounds. It sounded good. I love that instrumental. But yeah, still the very melodic. There's not been any real rapping so far on this project. It's just been singing and melodic. And again, it doesn't sound bad. The singing's not bad. And we're doing great so far as I can tell. We have not had a crazy anti-Semitic line. We're doing decent, okay? as far as the album goes, there hasn't been I'm waiting. I'm still like waiting for like someone like punch through and like be like fucking hit me in the face, like wake me the fuck up. I'm waiting for that off the grid moment, right? I'm waiting for that jail fucking that fucking guess who's going to jail tonight. I'm waiting for some crazy shit. I'm waiting for someone to just punch me in the face. But so far it has not happened. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're going into the next track number I think 6. I Can't Bear. Let's see.
Was designed for it. I thought I'd rearrange them on my mind for it.
No, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's her game up, it's her game up. How many heartaches must I stand?
I mean, hey, this track's got drums. There's drums in there. Go. I Can't Bear. Another weird track, though. Hey, it had drums. All right. Granted, I don't know if they were actually in the sample or if they were just kind of very quiet. But they were there. There were drums there. I'll give him credit. He put drums in the track, and I'll take that. Not much Kanye presence on that track. Kind of let the instrumental speak for itself. And I don't know. So what is it? Kanye, whenever he was working with North, I know that they are still working on it, at least I believe. Whenever he was working with North on her music and just working on stuff with her, he was saying that she had, really made him fall back in love with music. And I don't know if he's trying necessarily to retrain himself on how he did things that he used to do, in a sense, because I don't think like Kanye doesn't suffer like memory loss as far as I'm aware, right? Who knows what Kanye suffers from? Kanye hasn't suffered memory loss as far as I'm aware, but like it seems almost like he's trying to like retrain himself to do old Kanye things where he would chop with beats and he would sound really good with beats, that he has these crazy samples that he chopped up, but it seems more like he doesn't realize that it's not the samples that people want. We want Kanye. I want Kanye West on these songs. I want to hear Kanye West on these songs. But instead, it's just a lot of sample play, which again, I'm cool with. Samples are awesome. They always sound good, and Kanye's always been really skilled in how he can present them. I really want to hear him involved too. So, I don't know. It's very, very weird. But we're going on into the next track. I believe this is track number 7. I'm going to be real. I can't count anymore. Looks like it. Track number 7, we have got Circles. Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
There's the drums. Are we sampling Doom? And they sorry if the Doom shit was another sample, right? I'm sure it was, maybe, but that's Doom. I know that is Doom. Are we sampling Doom? Kanye, don't play with me. Don't play with me. If you fuck this up, say some fucked up shit on the Doom sample, and I'll kill you.
Oh Lord, getting this one. Circles, 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 circles.
Oh. Okay, you got my attention.
Circles, circles, circles.
When this track end? 1649. Okay. This is a great sample flip.
Circles, 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 circles.
I love those drums. Another cool track there, Circles, sampling obviously One Beer by MF Doom. Again, I'm sorry if, I'm sure that song was sampling something else, but I apologize. I don't know that fucking in-depth of shit. All right, listen, if I just know the sample from a song that I've heard, I'm gonna call it from the song that I've heard. But yeah. So sampling MF Doom, very very nice sample flip. I'm a fan of it. I love the beat for that one. But again, not much Kanye presence. The small bit of like singing that's very very mixed in with the beat, like almost like the point where I'm not really catching much of what he's saying from his vocals. Also, it's just how crazy the punches on those drums, they kind of overtake him. The only thing that's really I'm able to pick up on is just the quick little short drum hits with the chop, with like the cutout sample of him just going circles, circles, like that kind of thing. But not much Kanye presence. Please, I want to hear Kanye present and in on a track. I want to hear him here. And, you know, some people might not want to hear that. I want to hear that. I don't just want to come to a Kanye. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kanye beats, very welcome. I'll take I'll take any Kanye beat, especially ones where he's chopping up good samples like this. But I want to hear Kanye. It's a Kanye album. Let me hear some Kanye. Going in to the next track, we have got highs and lows. Let's go.
Highs and lows. I put you through a lot, I know.
Why does this sound familiar?
Oh, Jim. Toxic love, chemical romance. You said I love you and I love you back. Before I break out, I have a heart attack. We separated, but we made it back. He gon' stay attached till we fade to black. Highs and lows.
That instrumental sounds super familiar. I'm pretty sure that's a sample of something that I know. I cannot think of the fucking name of what that track is, or just if it's been sampled a ton of times. Feel free to also let me know. But again, not a crazy heavy presence from Kanye. Vocals wise, again, he's singing. There has not been any rapping, like real like rapping on this album. It's very different. Extremely different from Kanye. But I mean, it doesn't sound horrible. It doesn't sound horrible. I don't really have many thoughts on that one. Again, very short. Just kind of the normal track so far from this album. Let's continue on to what I think is the last track. We have Showtime. Let's go. Oh, what the fuck?
I've been fighting for. Kick out the ego and out of the door. I'm gonna work, babe. I'm going to work. Kick out the ego and out of the door. Body, you right. My turn. Showtime.
This one here is Papa.
I'm outside my body, you right. Throw it, go time. This that new song, this that heel that moved on. This that life that you want. You can't wait for it too long. No, body, you right. My turn, showtime.
This one here is Papa.
I'm outside my body, you right. Throw it, go time. This that new us. Started from the ground and moved up. You ain't got love for yourself.
Wait for the rain to stop.
This might be my favorite track.
We can't wait for the rain to stop.
Kick out the ego and out of the door.
Fully by Kanye West. That was it. Roughly 21 minutes long. What do I think of the album? First things first, that last track was by far my favorite off the album so far. Showtime was fantastic. It had the most presence from Kanye. It sounded fucking beautiful. And there is something insanely depressing about this album. I don't know what it is. If it's the general tone of it, if it's the melodic singing, the no real presence of rapping, no real presence of almost human on here. Like, Kanye doesn't feel here. It feels like this is an empty track. It feels like It feels almost like this is a posthumous release of a Kanye album. It's like if Kanye died and then they decided to release every beat that he had made for an album. And, like, you can feel his presence there, but, like, it's not the same. It's not the same. Something feels wrong with this album, and I don't know what it is. If it's the general tone, if no, that is what it is. The tone and the sound feel so empty and so sad, so depressing. It's insane. It sounds like I don't even know, like a letter to himself. It sounds like a cry for help. It's such an interesting first listen. I know also that Kanye has been talking about like AI and it being used in music. So I don't know if any AI was used on there. If there was, by all means, I don't stand for AI being used in music in any way, shape, or form. Especially in an art where you have more than definitely the ability to make great art, or from an artist that has more than the ability to make great art. You can do it yourself. Don't be fucking lazy. And at the same time, AI just takes away any real creativity and humanization or personification of music. But beside that point, it's such a weird album, man. It's so weird. Like, it's not weird in a way that I don't like it, but it's weird in a way that it's just like, what? And I know that he had previewed a track a couple days ago, the one that I had referenced in the beginning of the video. I think it was called like World War III or something like that, where he had like 7 or 8 lines back to back, just completely out of pocket. But none of that's present here. This feels like a cry for help from Kanye. Like, no wonder this dude can only think these crazy fucking thoughts when all I'm hearing come from his creative side is the most somber, depressing music that I can like. It's eerie. It's also eerie, and maybe the visual adds a little bit to it too. Just this empty black room with this black and white light of just this ring. But like, fuck the video. Like the video doesn't add anything crazy to this other than just feels like it has some message to it that I'm not really clocking. Man, it's so somber and so sad and so uncomfortable. Like, it's weird. Kanye sounds so at ease and so just himself, but then the rest of it feels like it's all just very dark and moody. Yeah, I don't know what to think of the album. I really don't. I don't have anything crazy to say about it or any real summary other than that. It just sounds very sad. Very sad, very empty. It's extremely depressing, and maybe that's my own takeaway from it. Of course, maybe there's other meaning to it. Obviously, I'm sure Kanye has his own thoughts on what this album means for him and what it stands for him. It sounds like a cry. It sounds like a cry from Kanye. God bless, man. I hope to God Kanye is doing okay, even though I know that he's not. At the end of the day, when, like I said earlier, the elephant in the room, right, of recent Kanye tweets and statements, Kanye is too smart of a person to not acknowledge or not know even slightly what he's doing is wrong. And, like, to not, acknowledge, I don't care how much a motherfucker says, I want free will, and I have free will, I can do what I want. Doing some of this shit is just not okay, right? Like, no person can feel that it's okay to do it. And he's been talking for the past couple of days about people that have turned on him, like Playboy Cardi tweeting, shut the fuck up, yay, and it getting damn near, like, 1 million likes on Twitter. But also, like, talking about, like, Tyler, the Creator turning on him, and, like, Travis and all these people. Man, bro, like, who are the people around him? Who the fuck is around him? None of the people around Kanye right now are good for him. And I don't care how much he can tell himself that they are. And of course, I don't know them personally, but I know if I was out fucking tweeting about Jewish people and how I hate them and all this crazy shit, like, how that's gonna get clipped out of context. Like, if I was the one out there doing that, people around me would not just sit by my side and just let it happen. Somebody would raise a fucking concern to me. And it's just insane. It's absolutely insane. Kanye, I hope to God that you get help. I really do. I know that he had posted a video like a day or two ago saying that people were trying to get him to go to a hospital. You need either a hospital or you need to be alone. You need to be alone for a while. I would love to see what would happen to your psyche if you were just taken away from everybody for a little bit and taken away from social media and just go on vacation somewhere by yourself. Don't take your wife, don't take anybody with you. Just go by yourself. Go to Italy, go to wherever the fuck you want to go, man. Doesn't matter. Just go somewhere and relax and see how you feel at the end of like a month break away from these people with no online, no nothing. Just go and be yourself. Go and be a human. And I want to know what Kanye comes back as, because I genuinely think if he can detach from the fucking snakes that are around him and that feed off of him doing this crazy shit, he might feel better. He might feel a lot better and be a lot more clear with real life. But yeah, Bully, if he changes it like in like a crazy way, I will re-listen to the album. If he drops a full version on DSPs, I might listen to it if it is different than this version. But past that point, Bully. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to comment down below what you guys thought of the album, and just how does this album sit with you? That's what I'd like to know. How do you guys feel about this record? It seems like such a weird album, and I would love to know how other people clock it and how other people feel about it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not already. And yeah, it's been Vecmen, and peace out.